Welcome and thank you for joining us. You are watching Millennium News Hour and I am Tanziba Noreen. Today we have brought top and trending news from across the nation and the world. Let's begin with the headlines. Kamala Harris represents America's shifting demographics in the presidential race. Muslim women for Harris withdraw support after Palestinian speaker blocked. New York lawyers push to uphold Trump's $500 million fraud judgment. Trump promotes a new crypto venture on Truth Social. Former drug dealer freed by Trump now charged with assault. Florida man arrested for hiring hit on ex with acid attack. Maduro accused of power grab as top court endorses Venezuela election win. Mexican cartels use fruits and vegetables to smuggle meth into the US. India denies fault in Bangladesh floods, cites heavy rainfall as cause. 11 Pakistani police officers killed in coordinated bandit attack. Yannick Sinner returns to US Open practice after winning doping appeal. And Joey Votto retires from baseball, announces decision in heartfelt video. You were listening to headlines, now news in detail. Kamala Harris, the daughter of a Jamaican father and Indian mother, has reflected the changing face of America. On Thursday evening, she stepped onto the stage in Chicago to accept the Democratic Party's nomination for president. If elected in November, Harris will become the first black woman and South Asian president in US history. Americans' demographics have been shifting rapidly. According to the US Census Bureau, about 42 million Americans identified as multiracial, making up 13% of the population. This number has grown significantly from just 2% in 2000 when people could first select multiple races on the census. Harris's nomination has highlighted these changes. Barack Obama was the first black president in 2008, and now 50 years after the civil rights movement, America could have its second mixed race president. However, this growing diversity has met resistance from some. Last month, Republican candidate Donald Trump falsely portrayed Harris's racial identity, causing discomfort among black journalists. America's future is set to be even more diverse, with most multiracial people being younger than 44 and many still children. On the third night of the Democratic National Convention, the group Muslim Women for Harris announced it was disbanding. The decision came after the Harris Walls campaign refused to allow a Palestinian speaker on the main stage. This announcement was made as members of the Uncommitted National Movement, which had 30 delegates at the convention, held a sit-in outside the venue. Ilhan Omar joined the protest for a while, and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez connected with the demonstrators via FaceTime. The sit-in followed the campaign's decision not to let a Palestinian person speak despite earlier uncertainty about whether it would happen. In response, Muslim Women for Harris decided to withdraw their support. We cannot, in good conscience, continue Muslim Women for Harris Walls, their statement read. The group expressed disappointment that the Harris campaign invited the family of Israeli hostage Hersh Goldberg Paulin to speak but did not extend the same platform to a Palestinian. The Uncommitted National Movement urged the Democratic Party to ensure that Palestinian voices are also heard, especially considering the high civilian death toll they have suffered. New York State lawyers urged an appeals court to uphold the nearly $500 million civil fraud judgment against Donald Trump. They argued that there was overwhelming evidence supporting the judge's finding that Trump lied about his wealth for years. The New York Attorney General's office criticized Trump's appeal as full of meritless legal arguments and ignoring extensive trial evidence. They claimed Trump and his associates used misleading financial statements to secure loans and make profits. The appellate division is set to hear the case on September 26, just before Election Day. The court could rule within a month, possibly before the presidential race concludes. If the judgment is upheld, it could significantly impact Trump's wealth and his Trump Organization. Trump is challenging the February 16 ruling by Manhattan Judge Arthur Engoron, arguing it was erroneous and egregious. He claims the case should not have gone to trial and disputes the legal basis of the lawsuit. As Trump campaigns for the presidency, he faces other legal battles, including a debate with Kamala Harris and ongoing criminal cases. Former President Donald Trump promoted an official cryptocurrency project using his name on Truth Social. The post, which included a link to a Telegram channel for his DeFi project, stated, "For too long, the average American has been squeezed by the big banks and financial elites. It's time we take a stand together." Hashtag Be Defiant. DeFi stands for Decentralized Finance, a blockchain-based system for trading cryptocurrency and transferring funds without traditional banks. Trump's post followed a series of actions aligning him with the cryptocurrency community, which has grown influential online. Trump had criticized cryptocurrency in 2021, calling it a scam against the dollar. However, this summer he praised it at a Bitcoin conference as crypto companies increased their political donations. Reports showed that the crypto industry contributed 119 million this year to influence federal elections. The Telegram channel Trump linked gained nearly 30,000 subscribers within an hour of his post. The channel warned users to stay vigilant against the scams. Trump's campaign has not responded to requests for comment. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Jonathan Brown, a convicted drug dealer whose 10-year federal prison sentence was commuted by then-President Donald Trump in 2021, has been arrested on assault charges. Brown is accused of attacking his 75-year-old father-in-law on Tuesday in Nassau County, Long Island, as the elder man tried to protect Brown's wife. He also faces allegations of assaulting his wife last month and again last week. Brown pleaded not guilty to 3 counts of assault during his arraignment on Wednesday and was released without bail. Additionally, he faces a charge of petty larceny for allegedly not paying $160 in bridge tolls while driving unlicensed Lamborghini and Ferrari vehicles. Earlier this year, Brown was fined $20 million by Manhattan Federal Court Judge Jed Rakoff for predatory lending practices. Rakoff's ruling highlighted Brown's gleeful involvement in illegal activities supported by damning emails. Brown, still on supervised release, may face return to federal prison if a judge finds he violated his release conditions. Trump's commutation had interrupted negotiations for a cooperation deal with Brown. A 49-year-old Florida man, William DiBernardino, and two accomplices were arrested for an acid attack on a woman in New Jersey. DiBernardino from Boynton Beach allegedly hired Betty Jo Lynn and Jamer McNeil, both from Jacksonville, to carry out the attack. They were arrested last week in Florida and face charges of conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, aggravated assault, the stalking and possession of a weapon for an unlawful purpose. The attack took place on July 26 when the 42-year-old victim was approached in her driveway in Monroe Township, New Jersey. Lynn reportedly threw a cup of highly caustic acid at the woman, causing severe chemical burns over 35% of her body. The woman was airlifted to a burn center and remains hospitalized. The vehicle used in the attack was rented in Florida. DiBernardino and his accomplices waived extradition and are currently held in Florida until they are transferred to New Jersey. The investigation involved multiple law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Marshal Service. Now it's time for global updates. Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro has been accused of a blatant power grab after the government-controlled Supreme Court endorsed his disputed election win. The court's decision on August 22, which certified Maduro's victory in the July 28 election, has sparked widespread criticism and allegations of electoral fraud. Opposition groups and some international observers, including Brazil and Colombia, have claimed that Maduro's rival, Edmundo Gonzalez, was the true winner. The Supreme Court's ruling gives Maduro another six-year term, with court President Carlos Beatriz Rodriguez declaring the result indisputable and definitive. The decision has drawn sharp rebukes from human rights advocates. Janeta Gilbertus of Human Rights Watch criticized the ruling as a crude attempt to cover up electoral fraud. Andres Izarra, a former Maduro minister now in exile, labeled the decision a coup, while others feared the ruling could escalate Venezuela's political crisis. Despite Maduro's ministers praising the court's decision, some experts worry it could deepen the country's turmoil. Mexican cartels have increasingly used everyday fruits and vegetables to smuggle drugs into the U.S., recent seizures reveal. Authorities found around 2 tons of methamphetamine hidden in fake watermelons at the Otay Mesa port in San Diego, California. The meth, valued at $5 million, was concealed in 1,220 fake watermelons within a shipment of real watermelons. Port Director Rosa Hernandez called the concealment method sophisticated and stressed that customs officials will keep improving their techniques to block such smuggling. This seizure followed another major find on August 8 when DEA agents discovered over 2,500 pounds of meth concealed among celery at the Georgia Farmers Market. On August 9, a shipment of celery at Otay Mesa also contained 629 pounds of meth. Previously, cartels have hidden drugs in squash, jalapeno paste, green beans, sugar, flour, and candy. These recent operations are part of Operation Apollo, aimed at combating drug trafficking and fentanyl. The DEA has highlighted the crisis amid rising overdose deaths exceeding 107,000 last year. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. You are watching latest global updates. India's Ministry of External Affairs denied claims that recent floods in eastern Bangladesh were caused by the release of water from the Dumbur Dam on the Gomti River in Tripura. The MES said today that concerns expressed in Bangladesh about the dam being responsible for flooding in Feni, Noakhali, Kumilla, Habiganj, Maulavi Bazar, Brahmanbaria and Chattogram were incorrect. The floods, which have affected over 3 million people, were attributed to heavy rainfall in the catchment areas of the Gomti River. The MEA explained that the Dumbur Dam, located about 120 kilometers upstream from the Bangladesh border, is not linked to the current flooding. The dam, which is relatively low in height, generates power for both India and Bangladesh. Heavy rains have been ongoing in Tripura and nearby Bangladeshi districts since August 21, leading to automatic releases from the dam. India has shared real-time flood data with Bangladesh despite communication issues due to power outages. The MEA emphasized the need for continued cooperation between the two countries on river water management. Bandits armed with guns and rocket-propelled grenades ambushed a police convoy in Pakistan's Rahim Yar Khan district, killing at least 11 officers and injuring 7 others. The attack occurred in a deserted area as the officers were on patrol targeting local robbers, according to Punjabi police. This attack marked one of the deadliest on police in recent years, a rare event given the frequency of militant attacks in Pakistan. The country has seen a rise in such incidents, especially in rural and forested areas of Punjab and Sindh provinces. Following the ambush, President Asif Ali Zardari, Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, and Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi condemned the attack, calling the slain officers martyrs. They expressed condolences and urged prompt action against the attackers. The authorities are expected to intensify their operations to prevent further violence and support the recovery of the wounded officers. Let's have a look on today's sports stories. Yannick Sinner made his highly anticipated practice debut at the US Open on Thursday, following the announcement that he had successfully contested 2 positive doping tests. The 23-year-old Italian had tested positive for clostebol, a banned substance, in March. However, an independent tribunal ruled that Sinner was not at fault and that the positives were due to contamination. Sinner, who recently won his second Masters 1000 title at the Cincinnati Open, had skipped practice sessions earlier in the week. On Thursday, he trained with Grigor Dimitrov and the Billie Jean King Tennis Center, drawing cheers from a full crowd. Sinner was supported by his coaches Simon Vagnozzi and Darren Cahill, though his fitness trainer and physiotherapist were absent due to the contamination issue involving an over-the-counter spray. The US Open singles draws were released with Sinner, the top seed, set to face Mackenzie McDonald in the first round. Sinner could meet Daniil Medvedev in the quarterfinals and Carlos Alcaraz in the semifinals. Joey Votto, the former NL MVP and 6-time All-Star, announced his retirement from baseball in a video posted to social media on Wednesday. Votto recorded the video outside Buffalo Salon Field, where he was playing for the Blue Jays AAA team. He then drove to Toronto's downtown stadium, where the Reds had just defeated the Blue Jays 11-7. Votto went into the Cincinnati clubhouse to meet former teammates and manager David Bell before addressing reporters about his decision to retire. The Toronto native had signed a minor league contract with the Blue Jays in March but had struggled with an ankle injury. He played 15 games at AAA, hitting .143 with 1 homer and 4 RBIs. In his video, Votto admitted he felt he was not performing well and questioned whether it was time to retire. Despite his disappointment in not playing for the Blue Jays this season, he said he had zero regrets about ending his career. Cotto expressed sadness over missing the chance to play in Toronto in front of his family and country. We will be back after a short break. Till then, stay with us. This world continuously revolving around various events. Every minute, every second, something is happening somewhere around the globe, and you want to get connected to that event or to that specific moment. Here we come, Millennium News Hour, to get you connected with top USA and international trending news, which includes local news, political news, world news, business news, health and science-related news, entertainment news, sports news, and so on. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for OLED TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jago TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jago BD Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with Millennium News Hour to get the world news on your feed. Welcome back to Millennium News Hour. Now it's time for business news. Today's New York stock close price is 18,850.85. The NYSE Composite is decreased by 51.65 points or 0.27%. Tokyo stock close price is 38,211.01. The Nikkei 225 index is increased by 259.21 points or 0.68%. Shanghai stock close price is 2,848.77. The Shanghai index is decreased by 7.81 points or 0.27%. Hong Kong stock close price is 17,641.00. The Hang Seng index is increased by 249.99 points or 1.44%. Bombay stock close price is 81,053.19. The Sensex index is increased by 147.89 points or 0.18%. Let's have a look on today's weather forecast. Before finishing today's news, let's hear out the headlines again. Kamala Harris represents America's shifting demographics in the presidential race. Muslim women for Harris withdraw support after Palestinian speaker block. New York lawyers push to uphold Trump's $500 million fraud judgment. Trump promotes a new crypto venture on Truth Social. Former drug dealer freed by Trump now charged with assault. Florida man arrested for hiring hit on ex with acid attack. Maduro accused of power grab as top court endorses Venezuela election win. Mexican cartels use fruits and vegetables to smuggle meth into the US. India denies fault in Bangladesh floods, cites heavy rainfall as cause. 11 Pakistani police officers killed in coordinated bandit attack. Yannick Sinner returns to US Open practice after winning doping appeal. And Joey Votto retires from baseball, announces decision in heartfelt video. That's all for today. Keep watching Millennium News Hour for latest news update. To stay updated, like our Facebook page, subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our websites. Our website addresses are www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Millennium News 24 is transmitted and available to be watched free for all at TVs such as Sony, Samsung, LG, Roku TV, Amazon TV, and Apple TV, and also in all European countries and Australia available with Sky Network, Worldwide Jagu TV, Radiant IPTV, Worldwide Jagu BT Network, and Horizon Satellite globally. Stay connected with us for all the latest news worldwide. Thank you.